Hello, friends, and welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. Grab your popcorn because today's story is about quitting a job and standing up to a real-life Karen. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like if you enjoy the content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a juicy story. Karen doesn't like that her drinks are already labeled. I'm quitting my job this morning. After a year of dealing with unresponsive business owners that understaff every shift due to not being able to hold on to employees, and many aggressive DoorDashers, homeless folk that are mentally unwell, and just unhappy people in general, I'm quitting thanks to a regular Karen. Karen, a regular, has never once smiled or said good morning, and in general has been totally uncool. Yesterday, she came in and ordered 3 drinks and a sandwich while we were starting to pick up / get busier. The other barista took the order and went to make the sandwich. I made the drinks, put them in a tray, because she always complains that she has to put them in the tray herself, as they're out for the customers to take when needed, then called them out. She meandered for a minute and then came over to get them. Excuse me? Yes? By this point, she's been rude to me for a year, and I don't go out of my way. She gets minimum wage / basic service. Hello, thank you, goodbye. I need something. Yes? I need you to label my drinks. They're already labeled. Go back to working on the drinks I'm making since I'm done with her. Let me tell you something. Here we go. Looks like I'm quitting this job finally. Every time I come in, you never smile. You're always like this, and you never. Sorry you hate your job so much that you, etc., etc., etc. My heart was racing, and I was pissed. In the last couple of months, I've been spit on, yelled at, insulted, and more by customers, DoorDashers, and homeless people. I let her know that she could have a great day. Sorry she didn't like me. With each attempt to yell and insult me further, I loudly repeated, "Have a great day." She finally wore herself out and went back to her SUV parked on the red curb outside of our wall-sized window. She sat for a minute, and I made another drink. I looked up, and she was staring at me, so I made the next. Looked up again, and Karen is holding her left hand up like holding a phone and waving it around. When I didn't react, she started aggressively pointing at her phone hand with her other. She was going bananas. I pointed to my ear, shrugged, and let her know I couldn't hear her. Today, I'm sending my "I'm not coming in today or ever again" text. I'm freaking out inside because rent? But I'll be damned if I ever deal with that dump or that bee again. Edit. I didn't quit on the spot because the employer understaffs in a dangerous area. I wasn't about to leave the other person alone. I gave the same consideration in quitting that the owners gave me, their longest employee at the location. After I quit, they never got back to me. They just took me off the schedule. I'll give any job the same consideration and respect that they offer the people who do their work. I would have loved to give Karen a few words that she deserved, but stuck with the loud "Have a great day" because I didn't want to give her the satisfaction. I could not care less if Karen thinks she won, if that's how desperate she is to feel like a winner, when this is so very clearly not a win at all. Let her. What a sad life one must lead to feel success when abusing others. I don't have time to teach life lessons for minimum wage. Customers are way too entitled and rude. That they don't deserve anyone to be making their food for them. Screw anyone who's rude for absolutely no reason. If you've had a bad day, just set that aside and say thank you to your service workers. And our second story. My manager has problems with clock watchers. In my last job, when I started, I would log in as soon as I got there, and if I had anything to finish up, I would do it before I left. I didn't mind as I'm a team player. This resulted in me doing 20 to 30 minutes a day unpaid, but I like the company and like to clear desk. Fast forward 2 years and my father-in-law was terminally ill. We got a call from the hospital telling us we had to get there ASAP as he didn't have long left. I told my manager and left at 3:45. Core hours were 10 to 4. The next month, my pay was docked for half a day. I'd already made 2 hours extra unpaid that week, and they told me I couldn't make exceptions and the extra I did was my own decision. Alrighty then. I came in on the dot and left on the dot. I did this for 5 years. I worked to the letter of my contracted hours. My manager was talking to a new starter, and in my earshot, she told him she hated clock watchers who left on the dot as this doesn't show company loyalty. I leaned over and replied, "Loyalty works both ways, and being docked half a day's pay for attending the deathbed of a beloved family member when I had already done more than my weekly hours was cruel and unfeeling." So I showed the company the same level of compassion they showed me. After all, rules are rules and exceptions cannot be made. The new starter started on the dot and left on the dot, as did the whole staff. I dread to think how many extra hours they lost over the whole department over the next few years. Your employer may have broken the law by docking your pay in that manner. Of course, this is dependent on the date and location this occurred on. And our next story. I need a chicken. Okay, just gonna get down to it. Me is me, K is Karen, and M is mum/manager. Okay, so every Tuesday and Thursday after work, I go to my mom's shop, where she's the manager, to get some food after a long day's work. I know all the staff, and I'm friends with everybody. Sometimes I'll even help stack shelves while I'm there if my mom and whoever else is on with her is falling behind. Cue today, not even 2 hours ago. I'm in the store talking with my mom, helping her stack shelves. There's just been a delivery of frozen food, and I've got a bit of time to kill. It's fairly quiet, and nobody but us and her employee are in the store. My mom had put away the food I was going to buy. I buy the same thing every time, a chicken wrap, a packet of chicken balls, and a Mountain Dew drink. And so she went into the back to go and get it. That's when Karen enters, walks with the pace of a snail, slow and menacing, browsing every inch of the freezers when, "Excuse me, where's all your frozen section?" Me. It's just arrived. Delivery wasn't even 10 minutes ago. Sorry it's not put out yet." K. "Why?" Me. The store hasn't had a chance yet." K. "Well, I need a chicken, a full chicken. Go get me one." Me. "I can't do that. I don't actually work." She cuts me off. K. "Go get me a chicken." Me. "I don't work here." K. "Then why are you stacking shelves?" Me. "It's my Cuts me off again. K. "I don't want to hear excuses. Go get me a friggin' chicken." Me. "I just said I don't work here. Now let me finish telling you. I'm stacking shelves to help my mom out for 5 minutes while she's in the back." K. "Well, why would you do that if you don't work here, you little liar?" First of all, I'm 6'1", about 2 whole foot taller than her, and I'm 24. Me. "Like I said, I'm just helping her out for 5. Cuts me off again, a third frickin' time. K. "Where's the manager?" "You, girl," points to my mom's employee behind the checkout counter. "Go get the manager. I want him fired." That's when the manager, my own mother, comes out with my food in hand, and Karen pushes me out of the way and marches up to her. M. "Hey, what do you think you're doing pushing past him like that?" K. "I want him fired." Me. "Again, you daft bee, I don't work here." I tried holding back cursing her out or calling her a name, but it just slipped out. M. "You want him, my son, who doesn't actually work here, fired? Right after you just pushed him into the freezer?" K. "He should have moved. Now fire him." M. "I've got a better idea. You're banned. Now, kindly, if you know what that is, leave my store and don't ever come back." K. "But I need a chicken." Me, whispering to the Karen, "Not from here you don't." She then screamed in my face. K. "You little effer, this is your fault." M. "Miss, if you don't leave, I know for a fact my employee has called the cops already." She hadn't. "And well, you're on camera, which has been recording you and your voice this entire time." Karen just puts her head down, whispers, "I'm sorry," and walks out of the store. I got my food. My mom tells me she's never ever seen her before and is glad she never will again. And my mom didn't even make me pay, so today was a good day. I got to see my mom deal with a Karen, and I got free food. I love how this Karen still wanted you fired after your mom said you don't work there. Also, did she think that your mom would fire her own kid after she shoved you? Like, what? There's just so many problems with her backcrap Karen logic. And our last story. Real estate agent is trying to steal my house. I got a real estate agent and signed a 6-month contract to sell my house. My house sits on an acre in San Diego, California. It has 5 bedrooms and panoramic views throughout the house. The house is valued at $650K. This real estate agent who I signed with 4 months ago to sell my house was telling me that there was multiple people who were interested in purchasing my home. He began to tell me that because my home is in bad condition, because of landscaping and a few other minor things, he said he can sell my house for $450K to an investor that he knew, and he also has a friend who could offer me $450K as well. I come to find out that this real estate agent has never even listed my house on MLS, Redfin, Zillow, Realtor, or any website saying that it was for sale. My house was not even listed on his real estate company's website that he works for. This real estate agent knows I've fallen on hard times and that my house is up for foreclosure very soon. He took advantage of my situation and pretty much hung me out to dry for 4 months. I confronted him about my house not being listed online for sale or not even having a sign outside my house, and he never texted me back. I waited 30 minutes and look up my house and see that he just posted my house for sale 30 minutes ago on all the websites. He couldn't have done this 4 months ago? He was trying to steal my house and make money off my situation. Update. I looked through the copies of the paperwork I signed with him and was tricked into signing a paper that excludes my house from being listed on MLS. I was misled and lied to, and I stupidly signed a document without reading it and just trusting my real estate agent. Today I had 6 interested buyers who made appointments with my agent come see my home. I'm hoping this house sells fast. As for the agent, I don't have much time to fight with him or fire him. I have texts and documents that'll get this man fired as soon as my house sells. I'm going to report and sue his butt and make sure he never does this to anyone else. Update 2. After gathering all the evidence, I took the real estate agent to court. It was a long process. The court found the agent guilty of fraudulent practices and breach of contract. Not only was he ordered to pay substantial damages, but his real estate license was also revoked. It was a huge relief to see him held accountable for his actions, and it ensured he couldn't take advantage of anyone else. You've experienced yet another of the nearly endless reasons why most people who've had the misfortune of dealing with real estate agents and brokers consider them the parasites of the real estate biosphere. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.